Hello everyone, it's Phoenix with a new vid whose pretty much newer vid actually needs to do, I need to redo a whole lot of audio, and I mean from scratch audio. Not fun since about roughly from I'm looking at from my Discord when I make these timestamps during mid video. It's just two of them. Well, I can redo the whole audio for the second ones. But it'd be tricky since I had to redo the timestamps for that one either way when I was making the list. So pretty much, mostly this video might be, that one might be delayed. It's from the Theme Chronicles video as well. Overall, let's get straight into straight into decks I mean. But I'm also kind of mad because I found out, apparently, I found out what the issue was. Somehow my audio for my desktop audio and mic got muted somehow, so expect that video when it pops up to have a bunch of issues. Let's get straight into the decks for real time. Overall, my Traptrix deck's mostly the same. The only thing I'm thinking about trying out is add consistency in the sense of removing at least Nibiru is staying, Dasher is probably going bye-bye, Fusion Destiny maybe, but I'm not completely sure overall. Mostly to add more consistency in the spell and trap power sense. Overall, let's move to the next deck. Next up pretty much is my Cyber Dragon deck. The only thing I'm thinking about is moving Destiny or Denier, Dasher, and Fusion Destiny for the deck. Mostly to make room for the newest UR. Pretty much I'm thinking about crafting 2, but it might be after my welcome deck is finished, or at least mostly finished. I'm pretty much going to see if I can pull up one more pull and some funds if I need to for the deck. Mostly to add in Therian, who's transgenic out. Mostly I'll add 2 probably of him, since it's pretty much the most negated in Soul's Machine, so it has more consistency for the deck. I'll pretty much build a second version. I'll probably keep this one anyway, just for destroying effects. Mostly for my dailies, until pretty much I get a better consistency destroyer method. Overall, let's get straight into matches. Okay, I just realized I actually forgot. Next up, so Mekknights, mostly same thing as usual against them. They're running Dark Rule and no more, typical, so they can negate most effects. And nothing can be negated in front of it, which is why it's a good card, but annoying. Next up, Call by the Graves. This policy is built deck stack. I will say sometime and say this deck, I merely get bricked because of how much they popped off. Okay, let's get straight into match. I think pretty much actually I was doing my Traptrix daily against it when it happened. Overall, my hand was bricky as heck, as you can tell. Not opening up with any of them made this... It would have been okay if I at least got one trap. And what I actually could need. Meantime happened, I decided to destroy it for daily. That's the only reason I played this match as long as I did. Okay, this is where everything went downhill. When this card is activated, roll card secrets. Pretty much from here on out, I can destroy stuff, sure, but I had nothing to totally work with, as you realize. Getting this helped, but not much. Deny, you can still destroy it. But World Legacy is what happened. I wish I had Call by the Grave for top deck, so I can get rid of it. Since there wasn't much difference, the casual happened, even if I revived, nothing else would work. He draws, and next time makes a combo. I just rather get straight in the next match because this, I just merely lose for it because of how much I've bricked opening wise, and I gain a single Traptrix. The next Traptrix I will can actually negate monsters' effects still, like the regular, but they have one that removes people's columns with this one, if I remember right. Nope. But I'm pretty sure if I remember right, it's either from the special summon the deck or something else. Decided to go the world key. Yeah. And next up, World Legacy happened, so I had no outs. And this is what I was talking about. They finally got that one, so pretty much from here now, it's just not worth watching. So let's move on to the next match then. Okay, next match is against Runick, who actually has 2 max C's. The name is mostly being for the Thunder Core combo, so he gets destroyed by a card effect. Next up, just some kaijus, removal, some sorts, some discard cards, mostly increase the amounts with some trap cards negating anything else. Overall, let's get straight into the match. Okay. Opening hand-wise, I kind of popped off in a sense. Here's when I popped off. I had to spell, so I had it out for anything else, except for a double call by the grave. First off, for match, I session that, go in parallel, get both. So I go in Future Destiny, go into Anti-Spell. Also, I was trying to finish up my last daily I needed to get those destroy cards. So those 3. Opponent gave up there, says anti-spell happened. Him to call by the grave negated and destroyed. I pretty much finished up everything I needed. Anti-spell help popped off, and I also get Fusion Destiny, so with the field splitting, obviously that's something I'm gonna be targeting. I get rid of that. Also the back row, I can get rid of both turns. Or I'll just go straight into the next match, which I consider, as I was saying, considering Lament. Sorry about that, I got timing off since I scrolled through. First off, it just mostly balls around utilizing a bunch of trap cards, shuffling, destroying cards they have. Mostly, but since they have no true out in a sense of some stuff, if I'm correct, using dark monsters, going to cards like AP, mostly, and just mostly to just target cards in instructions. Also, I like obviously on Royal this deck, except for one that's not Lament of sorts, which is hilarious. Overall, excelling most of the deck balls around cards that gain power and life point, gain attack, mostly activated traps. Next, selling some tokens to mostly get tribute cards. Most of it fled your field of tokens you can't utilize. And some cards can also remove from the cards from play, with the Macrocosmos being an additional way to actually negate the field of sense in the grave or second hand in some cards. Overall, it's great straight in a match. I'm just not feeling it since I gotta record this and redo some audio, with just for the thing Chronicles. I wish I noticed last night, but yesterday when I was doing recording, but I got a new SD drive. So a lot of stuff must have not popped up or didn't realize. First happened, I had Cyber Dragon in my hand. I had a Galaxy away. Even Cyber Dragon Nova. Host on Cyber Dragon. Summon out Veer. Go to Infinity. Link those 2 away. For Verte. I decided to activate both effects. That a Hearse in play for a Twin Twister per play. I also trying to finish most of my trap dailies, so that's the one thing I'm always focusing on. Finish them any trap dailies I always have. Decided not to. Since I can afford to, I figure in my hand. Since I had 2 ways to destroy cards. Decided to activate Twin Twister, get rid of Hurts. And this is where I should have actually thought about it, but I got already some card in the deck. See, Explosive bounce back. Activate Cyber Mercy. And the Chester back in hand. Dire, going in there. And Chester going to Nova. Nova goes into. Nova will go into Infinity though, but I was trying to go for game first. Overall, let's go to the next match, which is Water! Water up these cards, with most of them, mostly all of them being the same. The only difference is some people run the Max C's in this deck. Mostly so you can draw cards, and since a lot of decks pretty much deck them out a little bit, they have a good Water agent going on as normal, but the only stuff that makes exception are DD Crows, which help. Now let's get straight into the match. Since every single war deck, I feel like everyone's seen at least at one point or another. When going from gold to plat, mostly, and sometimes diamond. Hand-wise, pretty much, I got it already hand. The only thing is, I pretty much, they went first though. Sadly, I had no else and totally a hand trap wise in my hand. I wish I had an Nibiru so I can do something. Hand wise, I had the core. I was trying to bait at Ash if possible, go into machine dupe. Special some too. Also, I was an idiot not going to the fusion first with these two, with core right here and there. But I actually didn't read this card entirely. Since this is one of my first times playing Nash in a long time, I kind of forgot what it does. It was a misplay, but I had a beer for top deck next. Summer Mercy and the Chester. The Chester go into. Also, my Kaiju for some reason didn't want to pluck up until now. Pretty much spellment next only add a cards to hand. Overall, my monster is destroyed. I wasted fusion material that much. I probably should have went into Seeker though, but at least one Seeker, one that. Wait, Seeker is a quick effect, right? Because I don't go into Seeker that much. It is a quick effect though, but it doesn't say anything about Bellface. My whole plan here was just to bait them out to utilize every single card in their hands. Possibly combo-wise, didn't go into Nibiru. Considering they had no more plays here, Fusion Destiny would have actually won me the game next turn, as we know. Now let's go to the next match. Next one's a Synchrons deck. They pretty much run everything. The only thing they don't run is they mostly just run everything, but mostly not a lot of hand traps besides Ash and Maxi. Personally, I did not notice that Ash and Maxi the first time round when I was recording this. Huh. Next, only one Stardust Trail since they could send a grave, but personally, I'll run one just so you at least have a little bit more to work with. Overall, next only thing I found odd is running Chunk Speeder, but I'm most surprised how many Synchro tuners there are nowadays because I never look a lot. But I'm surprised how many that are of all things. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to me now. Overall, pretty much handle being wise, I was doing alright since I got core and hurts, so I had a couple outs. The Lightning Storm being if my field got nuked, so I go into Alma. To activate Cyber Repair Plant, I had Galaxy Soldier. Galaxy Soldier in with hurts. Tidana hurts. The Galaxy Chester. Going to Galaxy, special to another monster. If I don't have a link at first, I usually just go into that every single time. So I go Verte if you're pertaining to this. Destroy both of them so I don't get soul crossing, assuming by placing everything else. The Explosive revives. I was trying to gate the spect. Personally, I need to learn more of these cards, as we can tell. What I probably should have done was actually allow them to 1-for-1. The only thing I should have negated was probably whatever monster they had when it mattered, but I could have destroyed the second monster that allows them to pop off. So I decided I can't do anything here. I could Lightning Storm here, but it's not worth it. Decided I activate Core, add Cyber Mercy into the Chester. The Chester into Nova. Nova into Pretty. Nova activated. Spec Villa doesn't work that way. Opponent side surrender here, but I still had other outs as well. So I could also Kaiju Doom if I felt like it. They should have activated during the Chester skill, personally, but I still would have had an out of sorts with Phoenix Enforcer or going to Kaiju. The only thing I should have done was go in normal side out in the Chester, I feel like. But I needed Core more, personally, at the time. Otherwise, pretty much my moves would have been different. I should have I also forgot that the Chester can discard. Never mind, wouldn't matter. Okay. So pretty much this was what this match was about. Like, I could have gone into any other fusions I felt like that would have been worthwhile. Afterwards, I probably would have just Lightning Storm once I get my field moved. Maybe. Oh well, I don't like thinking as much. Too many stuff to think about. Okay, next match against Labrynth. There's nothing unusual about most of our combos as we know. Mostly it's just mostly setting out spells and traps. And go into OTK / destroy stuff with some agent cards like Pods or the French actually lead Prosperity. So you can actually get most of your Labrynth cards you need from your deck to your hand. There's nothing unusual here except for the extra deck a little bit in a form that's most people usually run more better cards when sent to grave that create effects. The only thing this is good is at least the 3 level 1s actually have absolute Bladejack in mind. Overall, let's get straight into the match. Okay, I'm not distracted a little bit, to be honest. Just have to try and finish up something I should finish a long time ago. Since I had nothing else to work with hand-wise, my best combo was going to birthday add Veer hand, but I should have. But I wish I could have added Hurts personally, if I could. Actually, yeah, I could talk at Hurts. Because I put it popped up link-wise, we use it as it for now combo. Opponent size enter here, I decided to do Destiny here Destroyer. And this is also one reason why I decided I wish I could. I decided to bait out destroy the other one. To make sure to have no back row to work with permanently. Overall, this is why you run Call by the Grave even if you don't utilize it, so stuff like this doesn't happen. Overall, it's good. Overall, I thank you for watching. I hope pretty much you like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like it. I hope pretty much everyone has a good day or night, whatever you are, when you're watching this. Peace.